Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dinosaur Channel. This is your home on YouTube for all things dinosaur. My name is Tall, and I'm going to walk you through all things dinosaur on this channel. But before we do, I want to make sure that you subscribe to this channel with those notifications turned on. Hit us up with a dinosaur-sized thumbs up, and also comment down below your favorite dinosaur. And today, we are going to be covering, in part of our finale series of all the dinosaurs from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the beautiful and giant Ankylosaurus. Yes, you heard me right. This is our final episode from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom dinosaurs. So let's jump right into the Ankylosaurus. The Ankylosaurus, another giant Cretaceous dinosaur. The name Ankylosaurus means fused lizard. So let's jump into where and when this dinosaur existed. Well, the Ankylosaurus, a beautiful, ginormous Cretaceous dinosaur. You heard me right. Yes, this dinosaur lived during the Cretaceous period of the Mesozoic era, about 68-ish, 70-ish million years ago in Western North America, which means most likely this dinosaur existed near other species of dinosaurs similar to the Tyrannosaurus rex, Triceratops, and other such dinosaurs from that area. With that being said, let's jump into what the Ankylosaurus looked like. And boy, was she a pretty dinosaur. So, the Ankylosaurus, one of the most unique dinosaurs animals to have ever been found ever. These things are literal walking tanks. And I know we said that about the Stegosaurus when we covered it, but this is an actual tank. Imagine a turtle with a baseball bat at the end of its tail, and then put bulletproof armor on it. You got an Ankylosaurus. Not really, but the Ankylosaurus has baffled scientists for ages because of its insanely created body. It's a crazy looking animal. This dinosaur was a quadruped and came from the family of dinosaurs called Ankylosaurids. There's also another similar family of dinosaurs called Nodosaurs, with most notably the Nodosaurus. These are pretty much Ankylosaurids without the club-like tail. Also, as for Ankylosaurus, it's possibly the largest ankylosaurid found ever. Their length clocked in at about 20-ish feet, maybe 25 feet, and it could have weighed anywhere from 5 to 8 tons. That's a lot of weight. It's a heavy dinosaur. These things were quadrupeds walking on all fours and armor plated. The entire back and top of their bodies were made up of these large scutes, kind of like what alligators and crocodiles have, but bony plated. But they were kind of bulletproof for the top. But you know, right under they had those cute little Ankylosaurus bellies. But one of the coolest features of the Ankylosaurus is at the end of its tail it had a giant club that it could swing around as a lethal weapon. As well, on the skull of the Ankylosaurus it had 2 horns sticking out of the sides of its head. What the use for these horns are, nobody quite knows, but there's a bunch of inferences that can be made like every other dinosaur. And the names of these armor plates are osteoderms. Now that we know what this dinosaur looked like, how did it become so popular? Well, let's put it like this. For being one of the most uniquely looked animals of all history and all time, it doesn't really need much to make it popular. That being said, there have been some helping factors, like the Jurassic Park movie and franchise series. But regardless of Jurassic Park really only being featured in Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World, and then Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, so it didn't really come into later in the series, it had also been featured in the movie Dinosaur from Disney. There it was featured as a very strange Ankylosaurus that walked around kind of like a pet dog. It was a very strange character, but it was an Ankylosaurus nonetheless. As well, it's played characters in some BBC documentaries and cartoons and shows, so it's had its come up, but obviously we know our Jurassic World franchise and movie has brought it up to fame, especially in its most significant fight scene ever in Jurassic World, where it fought the Indominus Rex and sadly was defeated. We love you, Ankylosaurus. Rest in pieces. And finally, let's talk about Ankylosaurus diet and behavior. Well, the Ankylosaurus was an herbivore. As it seems, a lot of these tanky dinosaurs that have really amazing traits to take care of themselves and defend themselves, they're usually herbivores. Carnivores really only need those giant mouths with giant teeth so they can slam down and eat stuff, maybe some sharp claws so they can rip into prey. But the Ankylosaurus was an herbivore. We have that from its teeth. We know that it ate plants. What kind of plants? Well, probably ate the plants that grew around the area, similar to things like the Triceratops. It was probably a low browser because, you know, it could definitely not reach anywhere up tall because it was a quadruped. So it was a low browser eating plants off the floor, maybe some low-lying shrubs and bushes. and keeping itself well protected. There are inferences to be made that this animal is probably solitary just because of its size, territorial reasons, I don't know. But we really can't tell for sure if they herded or not, or if they stayed in big groups. Besides that, it was probably a very defensive animal. If any carnivores tried to attack it, it was well equipped to take care of itself with that giant club and those armored plates, probably not being able to take too much damage if a dinosaur tried to attack it. You know, it could really only wish to flip it over and maybe get its underbelly, or maybe try to bite one of its feet, but then it'd have to deal with that club. So the Ankylosaurus was literally a walking tank. I would say even more so than the Stegosaurus. And that, sadly, ladies and gentlemen, is our final episode of the Fallen Kingdom series of dinosaur. We have covered literally every dinosaur, real dinosaur, from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. We might do a bonus episode on the Indoraptor, potentially. No promises to be made, but we're going to take a brief hiatus. But before we do, I just want to let you guys know that if you're new here, you should subscribe to this YouTube channel and make sure you turn on that notification button so you don't miss any dinosaur quick dives that we do in the future, because obviously this show is continuing. Also, leave us a dinosaur-sized thumbs up, comment down below a dinosaur that you would like to see, and if you like this channel, you can donate to us with our PayPal link. It is down below in the description. I also want to let you guys know I've gotten an official segment on the official Jurassic Park podcast. So if you guys want to hear a little bit more of me, you can check that link. Will be down in the description as well. I'm hosting kind of like a dinosaur game show. It's really cool. And we will see you guys in the next one, which I don't know what is going to be. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for 400 subscribers, which is amazing that we're at this point. And we will see you guys on our next dinosaur episode. I'll see you then. Goodbye.